The village of Sosnovka was ancient. Nestled deep within a ring of towering pines, it was a place where time seemed to move differently. Life revolved around the seasons, the harvest, and the whispers of the old ones. At the edge of the village, shrouded in a perpetual gloom cast by the encroaching forest, stood the charred remains of the old banya. Once a place of warmth and cleansing, it was now a skeletal reminder of a night the villagers would never forget. The fire had been swift, merciless, consuming everything in its path. Now only blackened timbers and a lingering scent of ash remained. The villagers avoided the banya. They would take long detours through the forest, their faces grim rather than pass by its skeletal frame. Children were warned to stay away, their mothers' voices tight with fear as they recounted the stories they had heard. The charred banya was a place of whispers, of shadows that danced in the moonlight, and of a presence that chilled the very marrow. It was a place to be feared. In the hushed tones, reserved for fireside tales and dark nights, the villagers of Sosnovka spoke of the Bannique. He was a spirit, they said, a creature of fire and steam, who ruled over the bathhouse with an iron fist. He was ancient, powerful, and easily angered. Woe betide the soul who dared to disrespect him or his domain. The Bannique, they whispered, was a jealous guardian. He demanded respect, offerings of soap and birch branches left on the highest shelf. He loathed those who entered his domain after midnight, who lingered too long in the steam, or who dared to speak his name aloud. To cross the Bannique was to invite his wrath, a wrath as swift and merciless as the fire that had consumed the old bathhouse. Yegor was a young man, barely a man at all, with a thirst for adventure and a dismissive laugh for the tales of the old ones. He scoffed at their stories of the Bannique, dismissing them as superstitious nonsense. He longed to prove his bravery, to show the village elders that he feared nothing, not even the spirit of the charred banya. One night, fueled by vodka and the taunts of his companions, Yegor made a wager. He would spend the night in the charred banya, alone, and emerge unscathed when the sun rose. His friends cheered him on, their laughter echoing in the night air, their bravado a thin veneer over their own unease. They watched as Yegor, his shoulders squared with false confidence, disappeared into the skeletal maw of the bathhouse. He stepped inside, the door creaking shut behind him like the groan of a dying animal. The air was thick with the scent of ash and decay, and a heavy silence pressed down on him. He fumbled for his tinderbox, his hands shaking, and struck a spark. The lamp sputtered to life, casting flickering shadows that danced and writhed on the blackened walls.